I am Marie von Schultz, and I will be interviewing you today. And could you please tell us your name?
Hi, my name is Natsuki Takeya.
And what is your job?
I am a manga artist. I draw, I draw manga, obviously, and I brought along a couple of my sketches. I couldn't bring very many because I was told not to bring that many, but I have here some of them, and this is my book. This is my favorite series. This is book number 6 in the Fruits Basket series, which I'm sure you've all been following, so I can sign your copy out in the lobby of the studio afterwards. Oh, and it is the #1 selling shoujo manga in America.
Okay, so who's your favorite character in the
My favorite character,
Fruit Basket series?
Here, there's a picture of him right here. Yuki Soma. Not this one. This is someone else. I just really like this picture of him. His chin is really difficult. I took a whole class on that chin drawing, and it really helped me to learn how to draw stuff like that.
And so your outfit here, it's kind of a little outstanding. Are you trying to make a statement, or are you, or is it just part of your work?
Well, I think fashion is an important part of manga. Actually, I think that's like one of the #1 parts of manga. Like, a lot of times they wear really interesting clothes. I was kind of making a statement today by toning it down for the interview. You know, I couldn't wear, like, normally, like, you know, I wear kind of crazy clothes, but, you know, I had to wear something a little simpler for today.
Yeah. So you're obviously not fully Japanese. So did you, like, grow up there, or is one of your parents from there, or were you just as inspired as a child, or?
I like Japanese dresses a lot, and I have Japanese soul.
So we have some letters here from a couple of fans, your #1 fans, and they have a couple questions here for you. Here is from Louise in Idaho. What is the most important aspect of manga to you?
The eyes. The eyes. If I could explain the eyes of manga to you, they're really, really like, I mean, look, there are 14 eyes on this page. That is a lot of eyes. Every page contains more and more eyes. Eyes reflect the nature of manga. Like, every one of them, you can tell. Like, look at that eye. Oh my goodness. Look at that eye and that eye. Oh, eyes. They help. Like, I feel like a lot of people can suffer from depression because of having small eyes, and they see the mangas and they go, oh my gosh. It helps them imagine what it will be like to have such big, beautiful eyes.
Did you feel
this as a child? I thought that my eyes were too small, and I just saw these pictures of people with big, beautiful eyes, and
Okay, well, we have another letter here, and here is one of our last letters. I think we have 2 more, and their name. This one is from Louise Van Schultz. But she would like to know when you first started drawing manga. Was it in college, or was it when you were a kid?
It was when I was about 12, and I was suffering from extreme bouts of depression because I would look in the mirror every morning, and my eyes were so small, my nose was so big, and I looked for help, and I found it in manga. It made me be able to live through the eyes, through these huge eyes. It made me imagine that I could see the world through these big eyes, and so I tried to draw. I drew pictures of myself, and it's really.
So we're kind of gonna ask you some questions about your how you draw it and get those unusual plots. So we heard that you had some pictures to show us.
Oh, yes. So this one, I've saved it for a long time. It's the first drawing that I ever did really shows how the eyes stood up to me and influenced my life, you know. And yeah, the eyes have always really stood out to me.
One question that we forgot about is from Marie, and she wanted to know, where do you get the unusual plots, and do you draw the pictures first or write the stories, and how long it took you to do it?
Well, actually, it took me about a year to do the drawings. I drew out the whole book in order, and I did all that last year, and then that's pretty much how long it took me to draw the.
And what about the plots?
Well, actually, I was on the way to the publisher's office, and I had it all, you know, and the thing, and I was sitting there, and I went, and it hit me that I had forgotten to do the plot. And, you know, ordinarily I would have just kind of, you know, plot, you know, not such a big deal, but I just was kind of thought I really needed one. So on the car ride, I made up one, which I really liked, and I just, you know, penciled it in. I had put speech boxes, so I just penciled it in. The dialogue was based on how many speech boxes I'd drawn. Yeah, I managed to put a plot in with the pictures, kind of. You know, it was
that kind of explains the nature of the plot.
I just love, you know, I felt like one day I was in a mood to draw like animals, so I just drew a bunch of cats and kitties and tigers. That day in the car, it kind of became a puzzlement, so I decided that they should all be able to change into animals whenever they wanted, and then I made one character. I had accidentally drawn two characters a lot alike, so I made them the same character.
We're running out of time. We need to talk to a couple of people who have some reviews.
All right.
Let's see.
Hi, I'm Earthwood's sister, Marie Wood, and I just when I first heard about these, I was like, I'm not gonna read some stupid cartoon. They're not cool enough for me. But then it was just sitting on a coffee table, and so I picked it up and I was like, okay, I need to read something right now. I was reading it, and oh my gosh, I can just relate to that hair. When I first started reading, I almost started crying. It was just so moving. I mean, it's the hair of this is just that it made me want to cry.
Yes.
I've dealt with my hair problem all my life. I've had people tease me because my parents, for some reason, they just got this thing against Bellingham, and they sent me to Cedar Valley High School. And I mean, the Cedar Valley kids were just like, "What is her problem?" And I'm like, "I'm too cool." So when I started reading these, I really started feeling better. I could really relate to the problems they had with their hair, with it falling in their face and all that.
Hello? Could you please tell us your name?
Hi. I don't like to tell my name to people. I can tell you a little about myself. I'm from Bellingham. That's where I got this. When I moved to Cedar, and I love these books. They're amazing. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of a little gothic. And these books are the one things that I have really liked a lot. Okay, I really like the black and white. I don't know the covers so much. They're kind of draw on my nerves. So yeah, I just put duct tape over the covers, and then I can read these, and they're so I love I think there was a death scene in one of them, and oh my gosh. Oh yeah, and you know the title Fruits Basket. I'm sorry, Natsuki, but I don't really like Fruits Basket. It could have been Basket Noir or the Basket of Final Penalties. I don't really like the Fruits Basket, but the inside, oh my gosh, I relate to the suffering in the book. I don't know why, but people would always tease me in high school, and I was never popular, and I've gotten over that. I'm a more mature person now, but I've suffered deeply.